Good morning, everyone. Today is a beautiful day that the Lord has made to be glad in it. I just want you to tag someone. I want you to say hello to your neighbor. I want you to just indicate that you have woken up and the sun is shining on everyone, and this is just how we come on this call. So you can type in the chat box where you're joining us from, and you can like us and you can tag someone and just to say good morning, everyone. And this is just a very good day. It's a Tuesday, but as you know, we've been coming on this platform for the last 4 years, every day, Monday to Friday, and we just slice our coaching for just 30 minutes of the things that we do. So on Monday, as you know, we've got Rev Water, who comes with just unleashing your destiny. And on Wednesday, we've got an open market. And tomorrow, we're going to have the chairperson of the launch committee. And we're going to be discussing just how we're going to make sure that these 16 TEVETA programs that have been approved can just reach so many of you so that you can start to know what TEVETA is and how they launch the programs and just how we get to engage you. On Thursday, we've got Dr. Nelly with Prosperity for Your Soul. And this is from your bedroom to your boardroom. And we just socialize ourselves in that space of time. And on Friday, it's our health tips because we have to live in this one body, we have to feed it, and we really have to make sure that it is driving us for us to be everywhere that we want to be. If we are not good, we cannot do anything else. And so today is a Tuesday, and I'd like us to welcome everyone for being with us on this Tuesday. It's a special Tuesday, and we are here trying to socialize ourselves with mindset change. And today we've sliced it just to dive into the things that we do when we are doing our program of mindset change. And this is the way we want us to be effective, efficient, retirement preparedness, and succession planning, as well as internal and external customer service. Good morning, Dr. Mwansa. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we're here ready to share with the world the things that are happening around us. So our topic for today, it takes time to win. Good morning, Laura. We can see you. Thank you so much for joining. Today, our topic is it takes time to win. And this is because it is indeed takes time to win. Why do we say it takes time to win? Because there are so many processes that we have to do in order for us to win. Every day you're doing something closer to your goal. And this is why it is so important that we pay attention to all the processes. And, this morning we've got our guest, who is the manager corporate communications at TEVETA. His name is Clive. He speak to you in a moment. He will introduce himself. And, this is why for us to be able to do this, we have to use the power of collaboration. Power of collaboration is very, very cardinal so that we can be able to dive into this. You cannot do things by yourself. You cannot, do things alone. You need a team, first of all, and you also need those partners that you collaborate with so that you can win. Even if you collaborate, it still takes time to win. So join me in today, Tuesday, 13th of August, to welcome Clive, and the topic is the launch of 16 TEVETA approved curricula, where one of them is the mindset change, the skills in mindset change program. So welcome, Clive. I just want you to feel very free, very comfortable. And we're so lucky that your office, you are in the office at 7. That is one thing that we can, emulate. And this is so good. You're in the office at 7 at the latest. So I was very happy that we didn't have to struggle, that you're on the road, then you have signed in and that. So you're very much welcome. And I'd just like you to introduce yourself and introduce TEVETA's mandate as an authority. So welcome to Tuesday, the sliced coaching in mindset change.
No, thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here. And good morning, everybody. My name is Clive Siachiako. I'm the manager of corporate communications at TEVETA. Broadly, what TEVETA does, we have got four main mandates. We develop curriculum by setting standards in terms of what is being trained when it comes to the TVET space. We also quality assure the implementation of those standards that are defined in the curriculum. Then we assess and award qualification to those who meet those requirements to be awarded a qualification. And the fourth one, we manage a fund called the TVET Fund. Because you know that TVET is quite costly, so we need to finance how it's run and how it's implemented in the short and long term. Now, besides that, when we are working, the development of the curriculum or standard setting itself, it requires collaboration. It requires building partnerships. It requires the stakeholders in the sense that curriculum is a co-created product, meaning we need to put our heads together, our hands together as industry and the different players to develop a curriculum that speaks to the kind of skills that we need for us to develop our country. So the SBM is one of the stakeholders or the partners that have come on board. They have developed a curriculum called Mindset Change. And we think to us is a very critical curriculum in terms of how we create resilience and a productive citizen or workforce, so to say, that can help us derive the productivity that we think we can achieve as a country. So when they came to us, we thought it was a good idea that we can embed this into our citizens, into our learners, into our young people, so that we can change how we look at things and improve our production landscape, so to say. So that's my introduction, my introductory words. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. Um, we have heard how these things are done, and we're so grateful that we really we just got interested in seeing that this is what TEVETA does, and we said let's just dive in and see how we can be able to manage it, because at the end of the day we've been hearing every citizen or every leader out there saying, for us to be able to do this, we need mindset change. We need mindset change. So I would like also for you to actually just provide an overview of the 16 TEVETA approved curricula that are being launched. What are the key, focus areas and industries covered in these new programs?
Yeah, maybe before I go there, I want to zero in why mindset change is very key to us. You might be aware that the productivity index for SADC shows that whereas our friends in Mauritius, they make about $25 per hour, our productivity in Zambia is actually just less than $5. So meaning if I'm put against someone from Mauritius, whereas they'll make $25 in an hour, I'll make that amount after 5 hours. And when you check what could be the problem, it's a mindset. Because some of us, when we see a problem, we are swam over. We just completely give up. We feel like, no, this is not for me. Let
I think we are losing Clive. Maybe the network is not so good. Okay, but he is talking
am I
about.
back?
Yes, you're back. You're back.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
you're back now, Clive. You can go ahead. Hello, Clive. So Clive was just talking about a very important aspect of mindset change, productivity, where he's saying our friends in Mauritius are able to actually manage $25, where we are only taking $5 in that space of time. And if we have to go to making the $25, as it will mean that we have done the 5 hours, whereas our friends in Mauritius only take $25 in 1 hour. And this is the productivity that we're talking about. And he's just alluding it to mindset change. So as we wait for Clive to, to come through again, these are some of the areas that we are so passionate about, because we've been hearing all these things about mindset change, and we're saying, how can we be able to be productive in those areas where we can also produce $25 in an hour? Thank you, Clive. You're back. We can carry on.
Yeah. So basically, the thinking by SBM to us is one of the game changers that we thought would improve how we develop the human resource in the country. In the sense that we would love to have every youth, every citizen who is skilled, who is competent, to change their mindset to problems that they think are overwhelming them. And in line with that, we are currently faced with a drought. And Zesco already, I was struggling because power went and it came and I was kicked out of the this call. So what that means is, are we all of us going to sit and start whining and crying and lamenting? No, we need to find solutions. So part of the solutions is the development of the relevant curricula, so that we've got the key competent artisan that we need to drive the economy. So one of the curricula that we have worked on is curricula that is focusing on solar technology. And because solar technology now is the way to go, since we have got the majority of the big part of our lives being exposed to sunshine. In short, in a day, it's estimated that we have got about 11 hours of sunshine. So what can we do with that sunshine? We can generate power from it. So we thought if we could invest in solar technology skills, would be part of the solution to the energy crisis. And also, when you look at the agriculture sector itself, we are committing ourselves that we need to invest in irrigation. So there's a solar project that is focusing on agriculture irrigation systems. And also, manufacturing has been one of the challenges that we have been struggling with for a long time. We have been trading in raw materials. But our colleagues in the Association of Manufacturers indicated to us that we need a skill in tool dye and mold. These are people who are able to make dyes and molds for us to produce goods and services. So we have developed a curriculum speaking to that, so that our manufacturing sector also can be put at a level where it can be competitive. Basically, what we are saying is we have got priority sector that need to be developed to have the right skills. But whereas we are looking at the technical and vocational skills, SBM actually came on board and developed this mindset change so that it's embedded in all the technical and vocational skills we are developing. And the thinking is we should be able to stimulate an entrepreneurial mindset in everyone, a resilience mindset, and a spirit to fight on when we are challenged by problems, so that at the end of the day, we are not going to look for solutions from somebody else, but we should be looking for solutions that are home-based. And by home-based, it means we have to have the right skills, the right mindset, and the right spirit for us to drive what we think is a problem to the solution. So as TEVETA, we believe mindset change is one of the key drivers, a game changer that we can bring in the skills value chain to ensure that whoever comes in the TVET space can exit with a mindset that can enable them to withstand the pressure that life comes with in general and in specific, in whatever we do, because life is not a free ride. Even if today even if when we read the Bible, Jesus himself faced resistance, but he never gave up. So it means that symbolizes that even in our daily life, as somebody who is working, as somebody who is in business, we are going to be faced with certain challenges that we need to have a right mindset for us to defeat and conquer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I just want you to just speak about the 16 curricula and how mindset change is that is just a across the board, that it is going to really make those, even the 16 curricula, be lifted from being a document to being actioned on.
Yeah. Actually, with us, mindset change is not only limited to the 16 curricula. We have got 435 curricula. So we want mindset change to be embedded in each and every curricula, so that even if we are developing, for instance, a mechanical engineer, this person should have the right mindset for them to survive in the business of the automobile sector. If you are developing someone who is an agricultural or animal technologist, they should have this right mindset. Otherwise, they'll give up, because when animal diseases strike, will they be resilient enough to find solutions around animal the livestock. So basically, what we are saying is we are not. Whereas we will be launching the mindset change curricula together with the 16, we are not going to limit its implementation to only the 16 curricula. We want it to cut across all the curricula that we are running in the TVET sector, so that all the youths and even those who are pursuing lifelong learning after retirement can come and benefit from what has been packaged in the mindset change. I think I was telling Dr. Mwansa the other day that I worked in a country in the Schengen region where this actual mindset concept was really embedded in terms of what we were doing on a daily basis. And what that does is it sets you way above somebody who didn't have exposure to such kind of a thinking and this kind of a model. So what that means, when you wake up in the day, you already know what you're going to do in each and every minute, and you're able to account for it. And when we do that, right now, most of the employers, they are focusing on performance-based contracts. So it means mindset change is very key on how you remain accountable, on how you remain productive, and on how you ensure that you are meeting your targets without compromises. So with us, I think mindset change is one of the things that we want to see, that it cuts across every curricula. I could be doing cake making today. Do I have the right mindset? I could be in solar technology. Do I have the right mindset? I could be a fashion designer. Remember, most of the people, they complain that fashion designers are the most annoying people in the country, because if you take your piece of apparel for them to a piece of material for them to make you anything, it could be a dress, it could be a shirt, whatever it is, people are complaining that they don't have the right mindset because they will destroy the material and it will take forever for you to get your piece of apparel that you're looking for. So we are saying if we change their mindset, we are going to get a return on the investments we are making as a country. So to us, mindset change is a curricula we want to implement across all the TVET curricula, and probably it can even penetrate the academics. And if anything, it should even start from primary school. If you ask me, it could even start from nursery school, so that when my child goes into preschool or pre-grade, whatever grade it is, they are imparted with the right grade. And remember, when we capture these young people at the right age, by the time they come to tertiary education, they'll have the right mindset for us to get value in terms of what we're looking for. So we want this to be what we'll be talking about in the next 5-10 years, to say SBM contributed to the kind of workforce that we have, which has got the right perceptions, right mindset, and attitude that we need to drive the country.
I like that, Clive. And I remember when I was showing you the tools, the workbook and the planner, the way you were saying, I want this for my daughter. I want this for my daughter. And I think if all of us who have been exposed and we know that this is what we need, I think that is what you are alluding to for it to be from the schools, from young people, and from all those people that actually make that. And I can tell you that we've got our youngest change agent. He's 12 now. He came when he was 10. 2 years ago, he trained on this mindset change. He's the author of Seize Your Moment. And when we were asking him that, Oswald, what is it that we adults suffer from? Why is it that we suffer from so much indecision, and we miss the opportunity? And he says that's where the jealous comes from. Us, you big people. And he was actually pointing at the mother who came with him to class. He says, why you people are jealous? It's because you don't seize the moment. And when somebody else seizes the moment, then you start feeling jealous. Then you start saying, oh no, even me, I started that and didn't work. So somebody stole my plan, and so on and so forth. So what you're saying, that we really need to start from way back, even those ones that are retiring. I remember one time when we were doing retirement preparedness for ZNS, the issues that come is they were saying, if we knew this before 5 years before we retired, it was really going to be something that would have really benefited from. So I am so happy that SBM has taken this time, and we're really, really pushing, and we are actually engaging people to do the pre-engagement before the launch on the 4th. We're doing a pre engagement so that we can find those change agents who are ready to drive in the, in the 435 curricula that TEVETA has developed. How can they be those ones that have developed the curricula? We are engaging them. We got a list from TEVETA, and we're so happy that they've given us the, the authority to run a secretariat, so that whatever we are thinking, because we are the ones in the, who have seen that so many, TEVETA has produced so many curricula, which are so good and grateful for it to be put across. But then we don't actualize them as it should. And during the process that we went through as a SBM developing this curricula, I saw that TEVETA really knows what they are doing, and they know what they want us to do. We will be stuck in some things where we say, no, this is the way. They showed us that the process actually helps you to manage, your curricula. So we've had to actually reinvent, the mindset change to align it to the curricula. And this is what we are saying, that please, let's all come together and make sure that the mindset change is a precursor to the programs that we're doing. We've been doing entrepreneurship for 30 years. And for me, I've got experience why some of these things don't work. It's just because of the mindset. And even my team on the 730 core that we have all the time, we have socialized ourselves to say, how can we make sure that when somebody promises that I'm going to wake up at 7:30 and I'm going to start the program, or we are going to do this, and you find that you come and ask them, oh, I forgot. So we really need to change the way we think. And this is why, Clive, I really want you to, to speak about how we can, the importance, why the importance after the launch, how is it so important that we can manage now the conference, so that we can socialize everyone to understand that this mindset change is not just for the SBM to start running and doing things. It's more to it that we want to open doors for every citizen who has got things that they are doing, so that they can be successful. I just wanted to elaborate the importance of the launch and the importance of the conference, so that we can be able to run with everyone inside.
Yeah, maybe the first question is, why are we even launching this curricula? Why we are launching it? Because we want to tell the public that we have developed this curricula, and in particular, when it comes to the mindset change curricula, it means we have got this document, which is a standard document, which sets the standard in terms of how we need to run the mindset training program, and also how we need to assess it and embed it in everybody who is alive. Because remember, what differentiates us, all of us have got the same 24 hours, for instance, but how you use them matters. And how you use them differentiates who we are going to be in our lives. So this is a tool that will enable, even at personal level. That's why I was telling Dr. Mwansa that I would love to buy it for my daughter, and actually for all my kids, so that I walk them through, so that when they wake up in the morning, there's nothing like, oh, I'm just lazing around. If you've got a right mindset, that word should not come out of your mouth. Every hour matters. Every minute matters in your life. So if you start saying, no, I just want to go and laze around with the boys, I just want to go and waste time, there's nothing like that. If you want to be somebody in life, grab this copy of the book. And with us, what we are looking at is, when we launch it, we are telling the world that we have this program. Can you come into the space and benefit from it? And I think with me, I would even go further to say, remember we've got 351 TEVETA institutions right now. I would have loved a situation whereby SBM can actually take a capacity building mindset program for all the principals, heads of department, and vice principals in all these institutions. If we have this program embedded in all these TEVETA institutions, we're going to see a change in how we are managing the institutions. People want to work in an institution that is offering electrical engineering and find bulbs falling down. People want to work in an institution which is TEVETA, which is offering vocational programs, having door frames being scattered apart. All those are elements of what this mindset change program should change. So beyond the launch and beyond the conference, where we want to bring everybody and share the big picture, we can zero it down to the actual TVET deliverers, who are the principals, who are the training managers, and everybody else who is in the training space, so that they can help us to embed this in the young people. And then we've got the right people who can drive the country to the direction that we want to be. Many times people think solutions are actually sitting very far away from where we are. We are the solution. We are the ones who should actually find the solutions. And if you've got the right mindset, I think this program to me is what we needed way back. I know it is not too late that we have it right now, but let's start from somewhere. So SBM, beyond you launching and having the conference, maybe we can also package something, even to NAPSA. Remember, I spoke about lifelong learning. Remember, all of us, when we reach retirement, people will be talking about, no, I want to go to the farm. If they don't have the right mindset, they'll actually run away from the farm. So we need to help them to see the first day you get employment. Has NAPSA embedded mindset program in their people that they bring on board? So that maybe you can coach them to say, the first salary you get, think about creating an investment from it. So that you don't wait to say, no, some people, we have got people who say, no, I still have got a lot of years ahead of me, so I'll start investing later on. But if you've got the right mindset, this program is what will help us change that. Investment is an immediate venture that you need to start with. So I'm also challenging our colleagues at SBM. Let's start talking to NAPSA so that NAPSA can capture its contributors very early to start investing. Let's start talking to TVET institutions, the managers of TVET institutions, administrators in TVET, administrators in universities, so that this program does not only end in TVET, it can cut across. Even in secondary schools, if we wanted, we can even target preschools. Start talking to head teachers so that it becomes, if the Ministry of Education, it can even allow us to make this as one of the documents in the curriculum, in the school, in the education framework. It will be a very good strategy that 10 years from now, we'll sit and say, SBM contributed to the workforce we have, and we'll give you a pat on your back. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And as you speak about a NAPSA, when they actually introduced the partial payments, we've actually spoken to them about this program, and and because we're really working with the Ministry of Labor, who actually where NAPSA falls through, they have seen that really this is what is required, but one step at a time, because we know that, for us, we would like them to do it, tomorrow, and say this is what it is. So we have engaged, and we are, and we're telling Mrs. Kasonkupona, the director of development, that for us, we would like you to invite all these, stakeholders who actually we have been to, people who we have actually introduced the program to, but they haven't yet just taken it up. And we gave a list. She was telling us yesterday, give me the list. So we're saying these are the key people that we really want to, to manage. Because I remember when we were training a school, Don Gordon, the senior teachers, we went there, and I asked them a question. They just received the partial payment, and I asked them a question. So, how many people received the partial payment? They were 30. They said they had received the partial payment, and I said, how many have used it? Let's plan on how you're going to manage that 20%, because you know that as you go towards your retirement, that 20% should actually multiply you. It has given you an investment for you to carry on what you want to do when you retire. And believe me, all of them said you have come too late. We have already spent. I paid for my school. I paid for my children's this. They all put it into a sunk cost. They did not invest it. And so when you speak about a NAPSA really taking this information to the people that are getting the money, especially for partial payment, it's really going to help. So even after the call, we are going to really speak and say, who is it that we need to invite especially for the conference? Once we are inviting them for the launch on the 4th, and the conference is on the 5th, we should actually add the two together They come for the launch, and the following day they come for the conference, so that we can prepare ourselves towards that. So this is what Clive, I would like you to emphasize that as we get towards the the launch or the invitations, they should carry this information, this message, that we really want to be the differentiator of how we can be able to manage mindset change in order for us to improve from what we're doing today to what we're doing going forward. So in closing, I just want you to have you see how the 30 minutes go, it's already 30 minutes, and I just want you to wrap it up and share to the audience just how you envisage to see the launch and the conference as a closing.
Yeah, I think I'll start from where I ended. I gave a perspective from the SADC productivity index, which says whereas our colleagues make $25 per hour, we make about $5. Actually, it's $4.5. So what that means is all of us, regardless of which sector we belong to, we need to have to change our mindsets for us to contribute to productivity. So this conference is what brings us together to share, to draw a roadmap. Where do we want to be as a country in the next 5, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? And it's always good to be part of the initiating team, because when all is said and done, all of you become a reference point to say, this organization contributed to where we are today. Not in a bad way, but in a very good way. So everybody who wants to be part of the game changing of the country's workforce, the mindset of everybody who is participating in the economy in different ways, you're welcome to come on board. Let's put our hands together and draw a roadmap that can help us to get where we are. So this conference is where we sit together, look at the documents that have been developed, and then set up a task matrix. Where do we want to go, and how do we get there? And I am calling upon everybody who believes in changing the landscape of what we are doing to be part and parcel of this conference, to be part and parcel of the launch, so that together we can build the kind of citizenship or citizenry that we need to drive national productivity.
Thank you so much. I am really so excited about today, and I just hope that today one of your 4 things that you're going to do is to change mindset, to start the process. Mindset change does not happen in one day. It's a process. That's why we are saying mindset change is a process. Can we start to drive it? So you've got an opportunity to start driving the mindset with TEVETA, with us, with SBM, who are running with this program. And we are just so excited that it can reach to so many people. So we want people to engage. We want to invite you to engage so that you can be, the game changers in our society. So tomorrow we are going to continue with discussing this program. And if we are lucky that we can still Clive's time, still they did this time, we can be able to manage, these deliberations. And I'm going to see if, the chair, who is so energetic about it, he comes to these meetings every Friday. And this Friday, I think we're going to have a meeting at TEVETA so that we can just tie the notes together and see how we can manage all the things that we want for the launch to be a success and for the conference as well. And we're also calling for partners who would like to support us, support TEVETA by, coming to, to sponsor and have an opportunity to talk about your products and services and how your institution is going through mindset change so that you can be able to produce not just the $4.5 that Clive is talking about, but the $25 a day so that we can be able to run and our economy is going to thrive. So thank you so much for joining us today, and give yourself a clap. Thank you, Daisy, for joining us. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Dr. Manson. Thank you all the people that joined in our program for today. So thank you so much. Have a great Sunshine Day. Thanks.